What's up, y'all? So, as many of y'all probably know or may not know, in North Carolina, deer season is opening up in 1 week. So, it is time to get ready for the opener weekend of archery. And we've got ourselves a brand new Wicked Ridge Invader M1 ready to rock. I've only done a couple things to it. Haven't shot it yet. We're going to do a sight-in video, do a first shots video, kind of how it does, how it groups, all that. But before we get into all that, I wanted to go over how we're going to make this bow a little quieter. I do this with all my bows. This one's actually my wife's. I've added a set of bow jacks, limb dampeners. These are great. They're fairly cheap on Amazon. I have also added a set of the stirrup dampeners, just extra stuff I had in my bow kit. But today we're going to be installing the 10-point SDS system. I did a video on this with my Turbo M1, that's my bow, and we're going to be doing it here on the Invader M1. So let's go ahead and get down to it. The first step is going to be to verify that you have all parts. You should have 2 brackets, 2 rods with your rubber bumpers, 2 shorter rods, 4 small set screws, 2 long screws that go in your 2 brackets, and then you should have 2 plastic adapter pieces. And then you'll just need a couple tools to put it together. It does come with both Allen keys that you need. However, I prefer using my Fix-It Sticks kit when I can. Alright, so what you're going to do first is you're going to take one of your aluminum brackets that holds the rods, and then you take your plastic piece, and notice that taper goes from thick to thin. That goes that way towards the back of the bow. It just slides right over like this, and you're going to take one of your screws and put it through. Go ahead and do that on the other side as well. And then what you're going to do is take these 2 and you're going to slide them through and make sure that they are all the way to the front. You want to put them up against the riser. And then you can come in here and just lightly tighten up your screw with your fingers because they are fairly long. They stick out a good bit while you're doing this. And just go ahead and tighten that up a little bit, get a few threads in. Once you've got the screws in a little bit, a few threads, you can flip the bow over like this, and then you're going to take the supplied Allen key and go ahead and start spinning them in. Make sure you keep pushed against the front and just lightly snug it. Don't go crazy right now. You want to just get them seated. Now once you get them seated and just snug, we're going to go back in here. 10-point doesn't really give you a torque spec for these, but I torque mine to 30 inch-pounds, and I'll be doing that with my Fix-It Sticks kit. So we'll just reach in here, give it a little bit at a time. I'm actually using a T20 bit because it fits the hex head, and I didn't have a hex bit to fit these screws, so just gonna go a little bit and do that on both sides because you want to do them evenly. Kind of hard to get in there. Alright. Now you can flip the bow back over. And we will start on the rods. It comes with two sets. You have a short set and you have a long set. The way you can figure that out is hold it up to here and see what we're working with. On this particular bow, it looks to me like we are going to be using the short set. So let's go ahead and take care of that. So your long set of bolts is going to have your stumper on it. Just go ahead and twist that, pull it off. Come back in here, take your short bolt, and that should get you there. Now, in the event that you need a little more length taken off, you can cut it right here in this little groove. It's already grooved, and that makes it very easy with a hacksaw. We're going to see if we have to do that. When you come in here to put in your bolt, you're going to come in here under the string. You're going to lift up just a little bit, and you should be able to just spin it right in. Just be careful not to cross thread it. You just come in here and spin this all the way up. You got plenty of thread, plenty. Okay. So, as you can see, with the short bolts and this all the way to the front, we are right on the string. And that is not going to work because we have got to press these on, and that puts us way far back. So we're going to have to cut these down. So you'll take your short rod that we need to cut this little tab off of. It's nice because you have a flat on both sides. You're not going to hurt the threads. Go ahead and just chuck it in your vise. Not too crazy, but just snug so that it don't move on you. And then you take a hacksaw, and we're just going to go ahead and slowly make a nice clean cut. Okay, so once you've cut them off, you can come back in here, lift the string, and just spin them in like we were talking about earlier. And it doesn't seem like much cutting that little bit off, but you will see in comparison to what we had before, that is a big difference in space there to the string. We definitely needed that. So now that you've got that in there, you can go ahead and pull this back, slide that in there, and look where we're at. We are right in line. All right, so I'm going to do the other side real quick, and then I will show you how to adjust them correctly. So what you need to keep in mind when adjusting these, it comes with two set screws. You want to spin this all the way in until it stops, till you have no more thread. And then you have your flats, like we used in the vise. See this here, your flat? What you're going to do is you're going to spin this all the way in till it stops, okay? And what you're looking for is, can we get that flat in there? Yes, the flat is with your set screws. You want that to be perfectly in line. And what we're going to do is we're going to take an 1/8 inch bit or Allen key, whichever you have. It does come with both. I like using my Fix-It Sticks kit a little better. And we're just gonna thread these in, a couple threads. It does come with thread locker on them, which is great, so that they don't loosen up. Okay, just get it in there so it doesn't fall out. And see how these are still movable? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna straighten that out, and then we're gonna go ahead, pull your string back, slip this over. And what we're looking for is we want just a little bit of clearance to the string. Just a tiny bit. And as you can see, that's a little too far. It is right there. It's just barely contacting. You really want just a tiny bit of clearance, but this is about as good as it's going to get for us unless we go ahead and trim that down a little more, which I don't prefer to do because you need those knurls on the inside here to hold your bumper on. And from here, all we have left is just tighten up these screws. Well, folks, that's how you install the 10-point SDS kit on your Wicked Ridge Invader M1. Thanks for watching the video. If you got any questions, please drop me a comment, hit that subscribe button, and hopefully here in the next week or two, we'll have some hunting footage for you. All right, thanks.